I'm here with Clinton Ohlers with Safe Blood, and we're going to discuss the fact as to why we actually need to have a safe blood or a blood that is uncontaminated. It blows my mind that this is a product that has to be there, but yet they're blocking it from happening. So please tell me about it, sir.
Yeah, so basically the concerns are that with the rollout of the mRNA vaccine, those components are now in the blood. The nanolipid particle, drives the mRNA throughout a human being's system, and this stuff recirculates in the blood, right? The mRNA gets kicked back out in the bloodstream, right? It even affects the milk of breastfeeding mothers. And what we're finding is that people who are having blood transfusions, even if they have not had the mRNA vaccine, are showing evidence of all sorts of adverse reactions, up to and including death, right? We have cases of that. And so what we do is we protect life and health and really even people's peace of mind by making blood available from non-mRNA vaccinated donors for anyone who needs a transfusion and wants it, whether they're vaccinated, unvaccinated, if they're vaccine injured and don't want any further risk. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're really trying to help them.
So what I'm hearing is that it's really hard to get this blood from any of the blood banks. They're blocking you.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
So what do you think that is? Why would that be if it's not, if obviously they don't think there's anything wrong with any of the blood, so why would they block you from getting that blood type?
For one thing, unfortunately, it's not all blood banks, because you have to go through a blood bank to get your blood. But like in the Southeast, it's been great, okay? More and more in the Northwest, in parts of the Midwest, hospitals and blood banks are starting to try to suppress what's called directed donations. That's why if we say we're both A-, A-, and you need a blood transfusion, and you say, hey, I know Clinton Ohlers, he's a volunteer to donate for me. And so I would go to get my blood drawn, and it'd be ready for you for your surgery. Now, in parts of the Northwest especially, they're making that difficult to do. That previously, before the rollout of this vaccine, that was non-controversial, right? After the rollout of this vaccine, it's become controversial, and it's even become repressed in these states. And the problem is you have people who need surgeries and things, they're having to go across the country to other states where it's more favorable to get it done. So as a result, we're really working hard on getting legislation passed that keeps this as a fundamental human right. You should have the right to get blood from whoever you please as long as they're a safe and healthy match.
Absolutely. So I give blood every 3 months, and I'm on the list as a non-vax donor. And every 3 months, it's always going to somebody different, which it makes you feel good as a human, right?
Well, there's a 70% chance that it's actually going into not into individuals, but into products like Botox, things like that.
Okay, understood. Yeah. So as you know, I'm running for Congress, and I'm going to win. When I am a lawmaker, how can I help you streamline this process so more people who want it can get it easy?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need states to have laws that just say this is directed donation and autologous donation where you give to yourself. That's really important for pregnant women before they deliver. They can have a unit waiting for themselves in case any emergency occurs. We need that right to be protected so that it's a free and easy and rapid process. The other thing we need is that we need blood available in emergency situations. There's no transparency right now. Even though when you give your blood, you fill out that you're unvaccinated, they don't track that and disclose that to the recipient. So I tell people I drive my car like a grandmother these days, because I know that even if I'm in an emergency and I work for Safe Blood, that if I need blood right now, I'm not going to be able to get it. I'm going to have to take what's off the shelf, and we assume there's a 70% chance based on statistics that if I get 1 unit, it'll be from a vaccinated donor. But if I get multiple units, it's going to be guaranteed to be. And we don't know what level of persistent spike is in there, what level of circulating mRNA, and now with what we're learning from Kevin McKernan, the DNA plasmids. So you've got immediate risks of clotting and these other adverse reactions, but you may be incurring now a risk of a longer-term cancer because you're getting those DNA components in your system. So if the blood banks would simply be required to track the blood for the sake of full disclosure, full transparency for informed consent, right? Then people who are going to the hospital for emergencies, or the patient advocate, like if the person's unconscious, can request to know the provenance of this blood and then make a decision on whether they think that's safe or not.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Sure.
I appreciate your time.